Hi, my name is Aneta and I'm a behavior technician working with children with autism. Today, my training will focus on prompting, which is one of the strategies used in ABA therapy. In my training, I will go over what is prompting, why is prompting important, different types of prompting, and prompt fading. So what is prompting? Prompting is different kind of cues that we give learner, like gestures, directions, instructions, to help learner make correct responses. Why prompting is important? Prompting help learner learn quicker, builds up confidence in learning, and also prevent learner from practicing mistakes. Let's go over different kinds of prompting. So this is a hierarchy of prompting. Here the arrows show when we go from top to the bottom, it's called most to least intrusive prompting, and when we go from the bottom to top, it's called least to most intrusive prompting. So first prompting is physical prompting and can be full or partial. Next we have model prompting. Then we have gesture prompting. Next is verbal prompting, and again it can be full or partial. Then it's visual prompting and positional prompting. Full physical prompting is basically using hands over hands to help learner with the response. For example, when I'm teaching a child clap hands, I will deliver instruction clap hands, and then I will immediately put my hands over my learner hands and clap his hands. With the partial physical prompting, I'll deliver instruction clap your hands, and then I might just stroke hands, both hands, so they will meet. The next prompting is model prompting. So basically we model the correct response. Example of model prompting can be teaching a child to jump. So I will deliver instruction jump, and I will immediately jump to show the learner what jumping means. Let's move on to gesture prompting. So for the prompting, it's basically using pointing to the correct response. Example of gesture prompting can be gesturing to soap when my learner is learning how to wash hands. The next prompting is verbal prompting, and like I said, it can be full or partial. For the full verbal prompting, the example can be when I'm teaching my learner how to say mom, I will deliver instructions say mom, and I will immediately say mom. For the partial verbal prompting, I deliver instructions saying mom, and I'll prompt him ma, and I'm expecting the learner to finish the word. The next prompting is visual prompting. For visual prompts, the visual prompting can take different kinds of forms. It can be calendars, can be schedules, can be flashcards, pictures, videos that show like the sequence, or like gives the answer, correct answer to the learner. I have an example of the morning schedule visual prompt. So it's basically written and in pictures. So it shows each step. It's broken down into small steps. So for example, here we have get up, get dressed, make bed, feed dog, get snack and lunch ready, pack backpack, eat breakfast, take vitamins, go potty, brush teeth, brush hair, and leave to school. So that's an example of a visual prompt. The last prompting I want to talk about is positional prompting. With positional prompting, we use materials. We position materials in a way that will help learner to make a correct response. So for example, if I'm teaching a child to recognize picture of a dog, I will put three pictures, like three animals pictures, like cow, the dog, and a cat, and I will move the picture of the dog closer to the learner and deliver instruction, touch dog. So the positional, because it's closer to the learner has more, like, a better chance to respond correctly. The last thing I would like to talk about is prompt fading, because unfortunately prompting, they are important, they are very beneficial, but the learner can easily become prompt dependent. So the learner might find himself in a situation where he's not responding, he's just waiting for the prompt. So he's not being independent. So with the prompt fading, we decrease the prompting, or we switch from most intrusive to least intrusive to give opportunities for the learner to respond independently. So for example, with the hand washing, first I would we use hand over hand to use soap to pump the soap. Then I move to just stroking hands or elbows toward the soap, and then I can move to the visual schedule, picture of pumping a soap, and I can also gesture, and then I can just position the soap closer to the learner and expect the learner to pump the soap by himself. Different, all learners learn differently, so there's no ideal prompting for a learner. It's depends on the individual needs, individual skills. So once we know the learner, we can see what prompting is the best, works the best, and just keeping in mind that prompt fading is important, so the learner can respond independently. Thank you so much for watching my training on prompting. Hopefully that will be helpful for you to work with individuals to acquire new skills. Thank you so much.